Hi, my name's Isaac, and this is a 2021 Chevy Silverado 1500 LT DURAMAX. Yes, that's right, there is a DURAMAX diesel engine underneath the hood in this 1500, and today I'm going to review it for you guys. Before we begin, I want to thank Brown Daub Chevy for allowing me to review this vehicle. For all your Chevy needs, you can visit Brown Daub right off of Nazareth Pike in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, or at their website, browndaubchevy.com. Starting out at the front of this 21 1500, I have a confession to make. When I first saw this unveiled, I really did not like the design of this truck. I thought it was ugly, I'll be honest, I did. But slowly over time, I started to see more of them on the streets and I began to relent.
Hey, quick question for you.
I definitely wasn't looking at pictures of the new Chevy Silverado, if that was what your question was going to be.
No?
I was looking at porn.
What?
And eventually I fully came around on this truck. I think it's a great looking truck. It just took me a little bit longer to realize that. It's a very futuristic design, quite the departure from the very conservative looks of the previous Silverados, and I think that's what threw me and many other fans in the community. I know there was a huge divide when this truck initially came out, and I was on the side that did not like it, but I am a turncoat. I think that it is great. I really like the LED headlights, and you'll get these really cool LED daytime running lights right here, and I just think the design is very bold. I really like it overall. You'll have your huge grille across here with your big Chevy badge, and then you'll also get your tow hooks down here as well. Let's look under the hood. Now, it's not all too often that a half-ton truck gets equipped with a diesel engine, so I jumped at the chance to be able to review it. This particular one is powered by a DURAMAX 3-liter inline 6, making 277 horsepower and a whopping 460 pound-feet of torque. That's paired to a 10-speed automatic transmission. Moving to the profile of the Silverado, you'll have a DURAMAX badge up here on the top of the hood, a Silverado badge right here on the quarter panel, and then moving down to the wheels, they are 22-inch wheels wrapped around 275 50R Bridgestone tires. Man, these wheels are gigantic, but I think it fits this DURAMAX very well. Moving to the doors right here, you do have keyless entry, so you just have to have the key in your pocket. You can lock the truck, and then you can tap this and unlock the truck. That's a really cool feature. Moving to the mirrors here, they are heated and they do have a little tiny blind spot mirror in right there, but there is no actual blind spot monitoring. On this trim, it is an available option on the Silverados. And then lastly, moving down here, you'll get a 4x4 badge right here, and then it does say Chevrolet at the top of the bed right here. I think that's a pretty cool little Easter egg. To the rear of this 21 1500, you'll have Chevrolet spelled across the back here. I mentioned before how I really like how they've been doing that recently. It gives it a kind of retro vibe. I really like that. You'll have your Silverado badge right here. Your bumper is equipped with steps to get easier access up into the bed. And then below that, you'll have your tow hitch. If properly equipped, this has a towing capacity of up to 9,500 pounds. And then moving into the bed, you do have a backup camera and a little light right here. Tapping this button opens the bed and it drops automatically. It is a soft drop tailgate and it is aluminum, so it's very light. I think I could probably lift this. Yeah, I could lift this with my pinky. You have 2 cup holder spots right in here, and it does have a payload capacity of up to 1,870 pounds. Moving into the bed, this one does not have a bed liner in it currently, though there is an AC 120 volt outlet back here and tie downs as well as bed lights. Before we fully move into the interior, in addition to lock and unlock on the key fob of this Silverado, there is a remote start if you hold on that, and you can drop the tailgate automatically from the key fob as well. Moving into the interior of the 21 Silverado, it is really nice in here. Much nicer than the 2019 Silverado that I reviewed last year, though admittedly that was a base custom work truck trim. So this one is much better in the material quality, and the interior comfort is far superior. Even this only being an LT trim, it's really well equipped. The LTZ is higher, and then you have the High Country at the top. But let's start over on the door panel and we'll work our way across with what you got here from the driver's seat. Right here, you'll have your mirror controls and your window controls. The driver's window is one-touch auto down. Interestingly, the other windows are not. On the Colorado and the Canyon, they are all one-touch down. Right next to that, you'll have your electronic parking brake, and then above that, you'll have your light control, your four-wheel drive settings, and your trailer braking control right there. Moving into your gauge cluster, you'll have 2 traditional gauges, 4 on the top, and then a small screen that displays different settings and stuff. Your speed, how much fuel you have left, what drive mode you're in, whether 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, if there's a door open, your direction. Moving forward to the steering wheel, you're gonna have, on the back, you're gonna have your volume and channel changing controls. You'll have Bluetooth settings right here and your cruise control settings, as well as a heated steering wheel on this model. This is equipped with a column shifter right here, and then you do have your windshield wiper stalks right there. Up on the dash in this area, it is hard touch plastic, but moving around the head unit, this is kind of a leather material. I don't know if this is a leatherette or it's an actual leather, but it's trimmed very nicely on here. You get this really nice chrome trim on here. It has an 8-inch touchscreen. I have mentioned on my GMC Sierra video and on my Ford Expedition video, I really wish these were equipped with bigger screens. I think that really holds the interior back from being the top in the market. But I believe for the 2022 or the 23 model year, they are refreshing these, so there most likely will be a larger screen in here. They have to put a bigger screen in here. And then I think that would really complete the look of the interior. It's a very quick screen, very responsive, and you have a lot of different camera modes for trailering and stuff on here. So if we click into camera, you can go into backup, reverse, and then you can do a zoomed view on here for ease in trailering. And then you also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as a Wi-Fi hotspot available on this head unit. Below that, you have your physical controls for the head unit. I really like how big and rubbery they are. It's nice because if you have work gloves on, they have a really good grip, so you can use them if you're doing tradesman stuff. Below that, you'll have your climate controls and your heated seat controls. And then moving further below that, you have your button for your auto engine start-stop feature. So if you're in drive, but you come to a stoplight, it'll automatically shut your engine off to preserve fuel economy. Next to that, you have a button to automatically drop your tailgate from inside the cab. You have your hazards, your traction control off, and your bed charging button. So if you want to turn on that 120 volt outlet back in the bed, you can hit that button right there. Below that, you have your trailer brake control, SD card slot, USB and USB-C, as well as a 12 volt outlet and an AC 120 volt outlet inside the cab here, which is really nice. And then moving here, you do have like a little coin storage area, 2 cup holders, and then if you open this up, you have a tiny storage area, not as big as the trucks I normally do, but that is because this is actually a bench seat on this LT. I miss trucks with bench seats. I think bench seat trucks are fantastic. My brother's 2000 Toyota Tundra has a bench seat, and I think it's just great. I really like that design. I wish more trucks would do that because it's easy to do. I mean, look at how well equipped this truck is, how many features this truck has, and it still has time and room for a bench seat. You know, a lot of them put that center tunnel shifter in, and that doesn't really need to be there. You know, I get as much as I need with this up in the bench seat, and I don't know how to put it back down. Yeah, I think it's fantastic, and I think more trucks should do the bench seat instead of doing away with them like most trucks are. That pretty much wraps up the front here. Let's move to the back. Moving to the back seats, this is a crew cab, so you have tons of legroom back here. You can actually fold these seats up and you'll have some more storage down here, as well as your tire iron, and then you could just pop these down. You can actually open up the center of the seats, and there's a little bit of cubby storage back there. These particular seats don't actually fold down, so you have the cubby storage in here, and then leaning across, you do have 2 cup holders and an armrest right there, and they've even managed to get 2 air vents, 2 USBs, and a 12 volt into the back of that 3rd row bench seat. It's just really nice to be able to take 6 people at a moment's notice. Really, the only other vehicles that are able to take 6 or 7 people is like those big full-size SUVs or mid-size SUVs that have that third row. So I really wish more pickup trucks would do this. So it's nice that this Silverado does. You also get a rear power sliding window. I forgot to mention that up front. But overall, very, very well equipped, even on this LT model. All right, driving the 3-liter DURAMAX diesel on the Silverado here. First thing I notice is that, oh, you can hear it. That's the first thing you notice compared to, you know, a regular V6. The inline 6 with this DURAMAX, you can hear it. It rumbles, and its response time is really nice. The transmission in this shifts so seamlessly that you really don't even feel the upshifts when you're gunning it. I am very impressed with this. I like the seating position. You do, obviously, these being power seats, you have a lot of options for seating position, but I definitely feel like I have a good view of the road. I definitely don't feel like it is obstructed or obscured by anything. So to wrap up the driving impressions here, it handles great, it sounds amazing, and it doesn't feel too big. It feels like a pretty proportionally sized for how big this truck actually is, especially when you're driving it. You get good visibility out of it, and overall, I really like it. And I learned the lesson to not judge a book by its cover. Wrapping up here, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you could leave the video a like and subscribe, that would really, really help my channel and allow me to keep being able to do these reviews. I'm a Christian, so if you have any prayer requests, you can leave those comments in the comment section below. I do read every one of the comments. Even if I don't reply right away, I will be praying for you guys. I also like to do a daily Bible verse, so here that is. I'm getting better at trying to memorize them. And as always, guys, take care. I hope your vehicle lasts you a long time and it serves you well, and I'll see you next time.